Growing up, whenever I played a game I really enjoyed, I would normally start over from the beginning, whether or not I actually beat the game. When I got older and found out about randomizers, I was definitely intrigued. For those that don't know, a randomizer will take almost every single item in a game, jumble them all around, and spit them back out in various places. For example, in Metroid Prime, you enter this room, murder some innocent bugs, then unlock the Morph Ball. However, in a randomizer, the Morph Ball may not even be in this room. It could be across the map somewhere else entirely. I randomized some of my all-time favorite games so frequently that I thought there wasn't much else for me to experience with regards to randomizers. But I was gladly mistaken. Enter Archipelago, an incredible program that not only functions as a randomizer, but can scatter those shuffled items across multiple different games. The bomb upgrade for the Morph Ball in Metroid Prime, it can be found in Jak and Daxter instead. The intended use of this is to assign a different game within a group of friends so that everyone can play their favorite game while maintaining some form of cooperation, even if the game they are playing is single player only. But I'm not here to show you the intended use. I'm here to show you a fun, albeit time-consuming, alternative, combining 3 separate games into one randomized adventure. Join me as I journey through the randomized games of Kingdom Hearts 2, Metroid Prime, and Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, all intertwined in one grand package. To start off, I will be doing Kingdom Hearts because that is simply the game I know the best.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
I don't believe the item you take here matters overall in the randomizer. I hope not anyways, I always just choose the sword. Because of the way the Kingdom Hearts 2 Archipelago is set up, any item you find that is not Kingdom Hearts native. Let me see if I can get an example. Alright, never mind. So in the top left, as I collected items, it told me what they were. If they are not native to Kingdom Hearts 2, they're just listed as Archipelago item. And if that's the case, then I have to actually look at the external Archipelago client right here to see what exactly was obtained. Perfect example. So Archipelago item, I don't know what that is, but if I pause and pull up, it says I found a scout fly for the Jak and Daxter game. So I won't immediately pull up every single Archipelago item when I find them, since at least in Kingdom Hearts 2, you collect items in pretty decently large chunks. So I'll get through a section and then look at them. Like I said, I know I've done Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizers a lot. Okay.
This right here is my favorite thing ever.
So Keyblade stats and abilities are also randomized, with 7 being the largest value for strength and magic, and Combo Boost is one of the best abilities in the game. So that's cool. All of Donald and Goofy's abilities are also completely randomized, along with their items, so depending on that, they'll either be clutch up or completely useless. It literally depends on what I find for them. So Donald has Thunder Boost on his weapon, but he doesn't actually have Thunder. So he can't cast any magic despite being the magic user. Let's see what we have in the store. Blizzard Boost. Donald Q. Okay. We're just gonna get this staff for Donald no matter what. Since Flare Force. Okay. Donald Cure and Flare Force are two very good abilities for Donald to have. So we are going to want to grab both of those as soon as we get money. Now, to complete Kingdom Hearts 2, we have to get through this entire world, which is called the World That Never Was. It is the last level in the game, so all the enemies here are very high level, and we are only level 1, so I'm just going to run by everyone and grab all these items. And before I can actually complete this world, I'm going to need a way to the Dawns, which will let me progress further and further into the world. So up ahead, I'll try to progress to the next area, but it's just gonna kick me back to the start of this section. And I'm back. So I won't be able to progress until I find the appropriate world unlock items, which is how the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer locks you out. And we did get some Archipelago items, so... Okay, Scout Fly, but Plasma Beam to Metroid Prime, that's huge. Plasma Beam is the best beam in Metroid Prime. So we did actually manage to get a reasonable world unlock. So we might as well go through this. We got another world unlock, Identity Disc, and we got another Scout Fly. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Scout Flies. I'm not sure how far I want to attempt to go. That Identity Disc is a relatively late world compared to Mulan World, or the mythical world that is China. This is a relatively early world you encounter in Kingdom Hearts 2. Alright, I didn't actually know... You know, I've never actually ran out of morale, which is a mechanic unique to this world, where it's basically a second health bar. But you are generally not level 1 when you get to this point. Oh wow, that is a lot of morale lost on Ping. Alright, I see. This is just protecting the prison.
Okay.
Gosh. Okay. That was significantly closer than it should have been. And Chicken Little is a great summon, but you have to have Ping in your party, so you can't actually summon anybody because it requires you to use 2 of your party members to summon. The game I know the best. Maybe I do want to go to Jak and Daxter or Metroid Prime sooner rather than later. Alright. Especially since I've gotten Plasma Beam and Metroid Prime, that should make... Let's see what Archipelago item I got. Scout Fly. I don't know what I expected. Ping quite literally has nothing of use at all. Ping is solely a detriment. I don't actually think Ping can damage enemies. Unlike Donald, even though Donald's main damage comes from casting spells, he at least can whack them with his staff and do some damage. Okay. Apparently all we needed was one or two level ups, and we could clear that. But now comes the question of, am I good enough at the video game to clear all the other missions
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
that are required to progress in this world? In case any of you were curious, there are no cutscenes. Well, besides death cutscenes, but there are no in-game cutscenes since I have a mod that automatically skips them, since most cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts are relatively filler. And I've played this game way too many times that I don't need cutscenes to know what I should be doing or where I should be going. That's why I am starting with this game. I also was not fully expecting to get a world, since you're not guaranteed a world to progress through when you start a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer, at least with the settings I have done.
Reasonable world unlocked.
So, Ping attempted to attack the Heartless there, but I don't know if even if the Heartless wasn't attacking and parried Ping's attack, it would have actually done damage. You know, I stand corrected. Ping has hit the shadows, the weakest base Heartless in the game. I don't actually have the ability to let me see enemy health bars, so I don't know if what Ping did was actually like significant damage. Although I guess, to be fair, 1 point of damage is significant at this low level. Okay, let's do the easiest mission, which is hide and seek. There's nothing else to it, it's just hide and seek. This is the exhilarating gameplay that spawned multiple sequels and a cult fan base following. I shouldn't say cult. Cult-like feels more appropriate. By the way, yes, I am one of those cult-like members. Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh, we got an item. Scout Fly. I guess technically when you get all 7 scout flies in an area in Jak and Daxter, that gives you a power cell, which is a check in the randomizer, so they are slowly giving me more items when I eventually have to go over and play through Jak and Daxter. Oh, we have no morale. That is no good. Honestly, this is probably one of the first times I have actively had to worry about morale.
Reasonable.
Well, I'll give it one last good try, and if I can't beat it, I'll move on to Jak and Daxter.
Foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Uh-oh. Yeah, not having the basic abilities like guard to block attacks and most randomizers start you with basic movement abilities, which are things like dodge, roll, and jump, and air dodge. I didn't do that because I wanted this to be more difficult because I hate myself. Uh-oh. Well, I did say I would give it one last try, and I will see you in Jak and Daxter. Alright, we are now in Jak and Daxter, and I just have to connect through the Archipelago client, and there we go. Alright, new game. Now, what's interesting about the Jak and Daxter randomizer is that it also locks all of Jak's moves. So, most of his basic actions I am unable to do, like punching and rolling. The only actions I have available to me are jump, looking through the goggles, and swimming. So, I have not played Jak and Daxter in a very, very long time. So we'll see if I can remember. Alright, quick run. See in the bottom left? That is a KH2 ability. So what's nice about the Jak and Daxter and Metroid Prime randomizers is that it will actually tell you what items you get and where they were sent to. Now, normally to break these scout fly boxes you have to do an air dive from above, but that move is locked. Oh, that's right, Blue Eco will break boxes. I wonder if the Blue Eco will break the scout fly boxes. That would be good to know. I also just realized I'm going to have to try to collect all the precursor orbs because there are some checks behind. Oh, yeah, I can. Alright, that's just a power cell. Missile expansion, those are always nice to have. Auto Master, that doesn't do anything. Ultimate Mushroom, don't know what that does. Leaf Bracer, useless until I get cured. So let's get these last two boxes and see what is in them. Useless until I get cured. I complained about Leaf Bracer being useless until I got Cure, and there it is. So, you know, like the age-old saying, if you complain about something loud enough, the game will hear you and either give it to you or spite you. Punch uppercut. I don't think I can actually do that because I don't have punch. Yeah, that I am attempting. That does not appear to be the case. So even if I unlock a move, there's no guarantee that I'll be able to use it. I'm going to need 2 precursor eggs later, and I need to come all the way back here to get them. I will be upset. How am I supposed to get up there? I know how the game wants me to get up there. Well, it looks like we're going to have to attempt to climb up the map's geometry somewhere. Can I also just leave? Is that an option? Oh yeah, fall damage. I forgot fall damage was a thing. Alright, no, I can't just leave. Okay. Alright, well. Now, if I remember correctly, you do have to talk to people to activate quests. But we will see when... Okay, yeah, I don't think there's any blue eco in this village, so it's just... I'm just need punch dive, or whatever it's called. What do you want? Oh, okay, so this dude needs me to restore power to the village. I think this guy, he just wants precursor orbs.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune...
Alright, he just wants precursor orbs, which I do not have enough of. Because that's gonna be really annoying hearing that sound and not being able to break the boxes for whoever knows how long. And I remember this guy, he wants his muse, he calls it, but it's a cat thing that's in a completely different level. But I don't know if you can actually catch it until you talk to him. So you have to talk to him to activate that quest. Bird lady... Something, something, bird.
Bird up.
Now, what does this farmer want?
Got a milk those.
Alright, he wants to milk yak cows. Can't say that, I share his enthusiasm. Now, I don't know the number of power cells we need to get through fire and 20 power cells. Okay, good to know. And we have 1. Don't I have more? Oh, yeah. Because I probably received them in different... Wait, did it tell me? Okay, it tells me if I actually got all the scout fly checks, but if I've actually received the scout flies for that area or not. I think I have to guide these yak cows in, but I am not. I don't want to do that until I'm capable of animal abusing them into.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I mean, guiding them gently into their pens with persuasive measures that may or may not involve a violent fist. Now, I remember this level, but I also remember getting very lost in it, so considering it's one of the first levels in the game, that bodes well for me attempting this randomizer. Yeah, enemies are going to be a big problem. So I am just going to die, apparently. Okay, nope, I'm good. But what I was saying is I'm just going to do what every responsible adult does when attempting to deal with problems and just run away. Ignore it. It is not my problem. And I can't jump off that cliff because, as I discovered earlier, there is fall damage. Well, just that jump. I remember as a kid, these snakes terrified me, and I was awful at killing them. So I just avoided them as much as possible because they always killed me. And, you know, that's really gonna help out considering I physically cannot kill them right now. So you could say that child me had a vision of the future, but in reality, I just don't like snakes. I feel like there are two types of people in this world. Those that absolutely do not like snakes, just don't want them near them whatsoever, and then those that are absolutely fascinated. They just love snakes. Just the best thing in the world. Couldn't be me, I'm not a fan of reptiles, but, you know, good on the people that love snakes, they can handle them, they, like, know all these snake facts, they have a 15-pound boa constrictor just in their house. Why do I get the feeling that I didn't properly activate the send power to the village quest? Did I? I don't think I did. Oh, I need to break this. No? Maybe? Well, I can't break that. But with Blue Eco, I can break the Scoutfly box and get draw. I have died. Alright.
Don't worry, I'll avenge you! Not?
Yeah, if I still cannot punch Daxter, what are you gonna do? I don't know. vague memories of playing Jak and Daxter The Lost Frontier, and I remember Daxter was playable in that game. What the fuck? But it was very awkward. Probably best to just not talk about it. So... Draw! Kingdom Hearts 2! That is cool. Quick run. I have gotten at least 2 quick runs. But quick run and draw are nice abilities to have. I do like these abilities. I am in Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, I honestly thought my game was breaking for a second. I don't remember this being a thing, but I guess it is. Mysterious temple. And I missed the unmoving platform. I am so skilled at video games. Missile expansion, okay. With these missile expansions we're getting in Plasma Beam, we're just gonna breeze through Metroid Prime. I say that, but I haven't actually gotten any tools besides the missile expansion to progress through the Metroid Prime world. So I might be eating those words here very shortly. Alright, I didn't think I was gonna have enough charge to make it up there, and I did not have enough skills to make a basic jump. I'm gonna get the ability to punch, and then I'm going to forget I have it and just consistently run away from all enemies like they want to smell my breath because I drink their Mountain Dew. But I most certainly did not drink their Mountain Dew, because it is my Mountain Dew. It is all mine. You cannot have my Mountain Dew. Don't you just love old retro games and just climbing on the geometry? I say old retro, but I played this... Well, I guess that does... I just remembered how old I am. Darn. Do I want to go up here? I think this triggers a boss fight. And I cannot punch. Oh, there's a power cell. Never mind, I'm going up here. Scout and fly. Okay. Maybe there isn't actually a boss fight up there. Alright. I was hoping gravity just got turned into a suggestion, not a hard and fast rule. I was very mistaken. Leave me alone, fish. Oh! I see. The floor is now ice. Well, that's kinda cool. I say that as if I didn't set up all the options for this randomizer, and I didn't purposely say, yeah, traps sound fun, turn them on. But I genuinely forgot. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that slipping on ice isn't the biggest problem in the world. And I sure do hope that there isn't a sudden cut to when I slide into my inevitable death right now. What? Did that guy just despawn? Yes, he did despawn. He teleported. Flash step. The slippery trap has ended. So I guess there will not be a cut, and I will not get those precursor orbs because these dudes are hungry for... I don't know what they're hungry for. What are they called? Lurkers? Is that what they're called? Is it just they love to throw hands? Is that it? Well, I can't actually restore power without being able to break that with some form of a punch, so I guess I'm out of here. I don't think there's really anything else I can get. Wait. Is that what I think it is? Hold on. Oh. It is. Alright.
What do you have in the best?
Everyone knows you have to have a fishing mini game to be considered a all-time classic. So I remember this being difficult as a kid, but that also may have entirely been because I was a child that could barely...
Steady, boy.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Well, I missed one, so...
Wow! Incredible!
I missed a big one. So, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't blame the child. Maybe I'm just bad.
Here comes a big one.
I thought 100 was the end.
Like that again. Left. Steady, boy.
I don't want to speak because every time I speak, I do worse.
Here comes a big one. Hold steady. No, almost there. Steady, boy. You did it.
Okay, it was 200. And visor. Okay, that is a... Hold on. Let me leave this guy to his fish, and then I'll finish that thought. You good? He's so happy he has the fish. What simpler joys in life are there for fishermen? Just a whole lot of fish. Well, anyways, back to my thought. The scan visor is helpful for Metroid Prime since I turned off having all elevators automatically scanned, and you need to scan elevators to use them. So that will actually allow us to progress a decent amount. I don't know how far you can progress with just... Sorry, I was trying to think, man, how do you get up here and over there? And then I was like, oh yeah, you can do a roll jump. I can't roll. I could probably reach that. This. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. gonal damage control. That does not help me very much. I actually do decently remember this Sentinel Beach level that we're about to go to. Because I want to say as a kid, I was competent enough to turn on the console and start playing in the game, but I was not competent enough to get past the first world, Darkness Trap. Okay. So I just kind of kept playing the levels that were available at the start. Why do I feel like I'm about to get bamboozled by this power cell that's just out in the... Motherfucker. That's not even a fish. It doesn't even look anything remotely like it. Well, I guess it is shiny. Okay, surely nobody yoinks this power cell from right in front of me. Don't mind me. Oh, I actually got a power cell. Cool. Alright. Key. Nope. You gonna move? Alright, he's had enough. Oh, he's back. He's trying. Alright, he's had enough. Okay, nope, that is not a friendly sound. Okay. So, as a kid, I was terrified of dogs, and I'm beginning to remember just having flashbacks of just not going into this area because I was terrified of the dog-like creatures. And then, like, a year later, I wasn't as scared of dogs. So I did eventually wander into this area. Okay, missile expansion. There is going to have to...
Are you near the egg yet?
How? Who? Where?
The other bird's up there. That's it. Just a little further. Come on, push the egg off the cliff.
Well,
Oh, good. Now push it. Oh, gently now.
I can't push it because I don't have any pushing abilities. But also, where is she and why is she inside my head talking to me? You know what? Jak talks to a living weasel. Oh, sorry. Soul. So... maybe he just has a lot of imaginary friends. You never know. Oh, there are precursor eggs down here. I thought I remembered this waterfall being fishy. It's a waterfall in a video game. Of course there's gonna be something behind it or in it. That's like video game 101, except not 101. Hey. Can I jump on your head? What if I ask really nicely for the power cell? Why do you look like a nail? Well, asking nicely didn't work, so I am out of here. Hello, Mr. See, I have punch uppercut, but I don't have punch, so I can't actually punch uppercut those logs. Well, perhaps going to Jak and Daxter after failing miserably at Kingdom Hearts 2, the game that I, quote, spent way too many hours on, was not the play. I remember as a kid being convinced there was more to these, like, temple structures, and then there just really wasn't. Like, yeah, there was stuff at the top of them and, like, hidden behind them. But then, well, I died to a crab. Well, I'm not entirely surprised at doing this poorly. I am, however, just slightly disappointed in myself. Because I am a grown man, and I am unable to avoid a crab that moves at Mach -1. So I don't know if I was just blind as a kid and deaf, but there's a power cell if you scare these birds, and I remember being so confused on how you would trigger this cutscene right here. As soon as it triggers. This one. That's probably why I was so mesmerized with these temple structures, is I put 2 and 2 together that messing around in this area triggered that cutscene. But I was not smart enough to realize that it was scaring the birds away that would trigger the cutscene. Just a peppers. 3. I like how as soon as I am slightly different elevation than that lurker, he's just like, it's not good. I can't get him. Oh well. I don't get paid enough for this. Just get paid. What would you pay a lurker? Food? What do they eat? Why is there no victory music? Maybe because the game knows I died to a crab that moves 1 centimeter a second. And they're like, you don't get fanfare. You're awful. Well, I believe it's 200 precursor orbs to get a power cell from the people in the town. So I could get one of those, but then I'm SOL. Even if I didn't have Metroid Prime to move to and get some checks, and I've gotten a decent amount of abilities for my Kingdom Hearts 2, so I should hopefully not be very bad. I say that, but I still died to a crab that moved 1 centimeter per second for a check.
So, you,
Uh-oh. Okay. I thought this man was gonna write us a check, and I'm like, do they even know what checks are? And it was not 200, it was only 90. I am a liar and a fraud, and I will be posting my apology video as soon as I get a, I was gonna say as soon as I get a cat to hold while I apologize to make myself look, relatable, but I own a cat. The difficult part would be getting her to sit still because she does not like to be held. Were you the one that was talking to me when I was on that cliff with the bird egg?
Oh, Hello again. Did you...
You were. You know we found the blue egg on that cliff. You psychically yelled at me to push it off the ledge. But I am just a boy. I am incapable of pushing it off the ledge. I guess can I go to Misty Island? Is that what it's called? Misty Island? There's a lot of mist over there and it's an island. Alright, I didn't think so. That must either be a check or I need to do something else to activate it. I could try to get that scout fly box or gently persuade the yak gals into their pen. But I'm not gonna do that because I am impatient. So I am just going to save and we are going to swap on over to Metroid Prime Randomizer, is that it skips the space pirate opening, which I believe there are 10 of? There are 12. Oh. I see.